push their team to victory. It's the Saints going up against the Falcons.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. First down, Dixon. Brought in left side by Snead. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Yardage brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you can see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
To throw on second down, Dixon. And this is incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third.
Come on, let's go. Ohio.
From the gun, Dixon. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 45-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. They'll run with Foreman. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. On the give, this is their fullback. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play on who you think's going to get the ball and where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it. And on that play he did. So you've got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Tech McKinley in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. And not great starting field position here for the offense. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Come on, let's go.
They'll set up a throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Come on, let's go. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round.
He'll look to throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Now Foreman. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Dixon. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
3rd down now following the completed pass. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Let's go. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Here we go.
On 3rd and 2, Dixon. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Devin Funches with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Meanwhile, down in Dallas, an update from there. And it's the Cowboys that have moved out to an early advantage. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
7 yards to go on second down. Freeman again. And some space here. And now running right through it. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll set up to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 15 yards down to the 15 and a first down. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. A handoff, Devontae Freeman. He is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, Dixon caught left side by Funchess. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
no
yardage. Okay.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Shift together here from the D-line. A carry for Foreman. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Here we go.
Operating from the gun. Dixon to the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there and handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he finds a man in the crossing route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Here we go.
On the counter, Devontae Freeman. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They'll drop the throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Brian Switzer, the intended target. And that'll make it third down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. So it's third and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime.
Let's go. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round.
They'll look to throw here. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. Back to the running game. It's Freeman. Heck of a move, and then brought down near the 23. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On second down, Freeman trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. The Falcons will call on Matt Bryant for the field goal try. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And Bryant's kick is good. Elsewhere on the NFL scoreboard in Dallas. And it's the Cowboys that have moved down to an early advantage. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Come on, let's go.
To throw on 2nd down, Dixon. Throw left side complete. It's Alexander. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Here we go.
Here's Foreman. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the 2nd quarter, it has been a struggle. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
Flex round. Flex round. Come on, let's go.
They go play action here on 1st down. Going up top. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And they can't bring him down. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. In a 3-4 defense there and against the run, a lot of responsibility can fall on that nose tackle.
A ton of responsibility, no pun intended, because they've got to deal with not just the center, both guards, and a lot of times they have to eat up double teams in order to let the rest of the guys get to the football. But how about...
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
So let's go ahead and add to the difficulties of guys trying to cover receivers. They got to deal with speed, shiftiness, all of that stuff. But how about when they have height and length and deep downfield? You throw the ball up in the air, that's how they uncover at the end of a route, by being able to go up over the top and make a big catch.
And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them, they've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Dixon. This will be caught at about the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. This offense so far on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and goal. From the gun, Dixon. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And his kick is good. And that will knock things up here late in the first half. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or 2 shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Come on, let's go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Let's go. Grand 38.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Let's go. Grand 38. Grand 38. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now a play fake here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And Bryant's kick is good. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Second quarter in Cleveland, and it's the Browns out to the early advantage. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. To throw now on first down. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. Now the first carry for Brian Hill. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a third down. They're going to look to throw. From left side, it's complete. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Let's go. Command 38.
He'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
Come on, let's go.
They'll run here with Freeman. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
And now it's 2nd and goal. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Let's go. 1, 9,
He'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal. And Bryant's kick is good. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So 3 field goals for him here, and this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
And he's been solid as usual. And this is what you need to do. Make sure you get points out of every possession. And so far, they've done a nice job of that.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
To throw on 2nd down, Dixon. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Vic Beasley, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays.
Let's go. 1, 9.
Operating from the gun, Dixon finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Oh, breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Second down, 9 yards to go. From the gun, Dixon. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
To throw on third down, Dixon throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Dixon. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Tech McKinley in there to get him, and that is sack number 15 for him on the year. Short gain there down to the 37-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
And the kick is good. He needed a little help there from the crossbar, but the carom goes his way. And the lead is back down to 3 here at 16-13. So a favorable bounce that time, to say the least, and he's able to convert the field goal there from a long distance.
Yeah, the guys behind the end zone didn't need to hike the net up for this one. That thing was a dying quail, but he finds a way to boink it off the crossbar and make it drop through.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Fresh set of downs here. Back to throw here. Now they go screen. It's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking left side, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. Gets around him. And he is knocked down from the side. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Back to throw. Dixon. It's complete to Snead. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Dixon toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 11 yards for number 11. Throwing on 1st down. Dixon. He's got his man on the crossing route. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. To throw on 2nd down. Dixon. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, That meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. And here now come the Falcons. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Second down following the run.
Feels right, feels right. Let's get that. Come on, let's go.
Now back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Here we go. What? 90.
Back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that at just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
They have gone to the 4th quarter, by the way, in that game in Cleveland. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near. So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the 4th with the football. The drive starts with Foreman on the ground. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Dixon. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. On 3rd down, Dixon. And he gets it to Funchess complete. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st down, Dixon. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Alexander. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down right there at the 43. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. Now a handoff here to his running back. Got some real estate inside the 30. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Dixon. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Let's go.
Back to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And it's 3rd and short. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Ohio! Here we go, Ohio! Ohio! Come on, let's go!
3rd down, it's Cunningham. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Come on, let's go!
He'll look to throw. Now he'll... Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Falcons say they have it. They do.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball, so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Ohio!
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Let's go!
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter. Do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. The Falcons send out their punter. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. That's taken it around the 40. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Around the NFL, they're in the 4th now in Green Bay. And it was the Packers who were able to come away with a victory there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
Let's go!
He's back to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
To throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The Saints on third down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Let's go! Ohio!
Looking to throw. Dixon. He's going to let it fly. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to, you and your brothers, just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
Throwing on first down. Dixon. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long, with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. To throw again. Dixon. The swing pass caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Devin Funchess with time running out. And the Saints have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Now the try here for the point after. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Stays on his feet. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Saints, the wins have been hard to come by, but they get one here to move to 4-11 on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they'll be guaranteed a finish of no better than 500 as they drop to 7-8. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.